Hi guys, welcome back to another live stream. Today, guys, we'll be reviewing a book called the. Oh, hi guys, welcome back to another live stream. Today, guys, sorry about that. Today, guys, we'll be reviewing a book came out back in 2015. Of course, it's called The Beatles: A Hard Day's Night, a Private Archive. You know why, guys? The book is very. We're not doing my Hard Day's Night collection, of course. You know what? We're doing only the Beatles, A Hard Day's Night, the private archive book from 2016. The history of the book, of course. I know when it first came out, of course. Of course, this book is, of course, about when the movie, when Wilfrid Brambell, the producer of the film, passed away, of course. His kids give them to people, and they sent like 12,000 photographs of the filming the movie, of course, and they made this 2016 qualitative book to Beatles fans, like adult Beatles fans, could be about the history of A Hard Day's Night, of course. Before I show the pictures of the book in a few minutes of the screen, of course, and the book is very good, of course. I love the book, of course. It's a great book, of course. If you have this book like me, I love it. Of course, I will show some newspapers after. I'm going to show you some pictures. The pictures in front of today. Yesterday, mistakenly. This book came. Why? Of course, I don't know why it's so much money on Amazon now. Probably fans could maybe afford it. They could not. And here's the front. Find the back. I'll finally show the front picture. The front picture, of course, has John and Ringo. On the back, we have Paul George. Of course, this book is very interesting. Let's show the first page. With 3, 2, 1. Photos of the album cover shoot, like that John photo from the 1982 release. We did a, there you go. Of course, you get this Beatles thing. I don't know. Where a fan screaming during the film. Of course, you know what? Fans did scream during the movie. I will show you pictures of it right here. You got this. There you go. There is the original U.S. trailer. Of course, when the movie was produced in the U, this was a British trailer. I mean, they were in the doing like a baby stroller, and they had a phone and this thing. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. Original, my two Bruce. I'm having to get the dance with you, Martha. 4 of them about the shooting. Looks like. I will not show all the pages for copyright, of course. Original pictures, of course, like original newspaper they had in the 60s. Like some handwriting notes. I read it just right here. Dear sir, I would like they wanted to buy something from the movie. There's a scene of them doing in there in the field in the movie during the iconic "Can't Buy Me Love" scene. Some other photos like there's Alun Owen, the writer of the movie, and Richard, the director of the film. The photos of Paul and Brian Epstein, their manager. He's not in the movie. He is in the movie. He says in the movie, "Man in crowd." I can't see him. When I seen the film, when I saw the film last year at the reviews, I couldn't see him. I seen the movie twice in cinemas, of course. We see a full Peter, Paul, Mary. The people will Puff the Magic Dragon. We had to see George in the United TV hours. Maybe they were going to show the. I believe they were showing like United. The program was behind them, and it was outside the theater they did the concert. Of course, now like Beatles movie cost before release. You know why? They had to. I can talk about who with the title was just called the Beatles title film. Now it's the first thing. Say the film inside and out. Of course, this is the. I will show you the first. Oh, 1 second, guys. I'll show the newspaper after. Of course, this is the scene when the Beatles are, of course, running from the fans, of course. Of course, the Beatles are running from their fans to the train station. Of course, you see some other fans, of course. You see some of the fans, of course. They're the Ringo, George, and John are like getting onto the newspaper. Looks like you see Paul's grandfather and Paul. Which are left to like they're on the telephone, like in the movie. That's the beginning of the movie. If you've never seen Hard Attack, go watch it. If you're a big Beatles fan like I am, go watch it. It's the greatest movie of all time by the Beatles. That was the Hard Attack. My probably you see, I have the U.S. poster over there. My original. I love that poster. We have some script writers, like they have some with dialogue. I read it. That's not grandfather. I'm gonna do a Beatles accent with it. I'm gonna do George accent. That's not gonna your grandfather. Paul, I do Paul. It's I seen your grandfather. He lives in your. No, that's my other grandfather, but he's my other grandfather. How do you recognize now that? Well, we're trying to two, and we know that. What is he doing here? Well, me, my friend, were coming to do that. How is that? He's nursing a broken heart. La. Hey, poor old thing. Hey, mister, are you nursing a broken heart? He's on little ID. He's very clean. Hello, grandfather. Hello. Can you talk, honey? Of course, that's my Beatles accent. The movie filmed on March 2nd, 1964 on a Monday. We see some other Beatles fans. Now we have these photos I like to add in the book. These clogs, like you get all different photos of George, John, Ringo, and Paul. I've seen one Beatle concert already, Ringo. We see Patty Boy. You know why? Patty Boy got married to George, of course. We have she had a boyfriend at the time, and the only from we know about of course, they were dating. We see a girl with a dog on the train. You see, John's like, "Hey, Miss," say, I like to see them. He's like, "Hey, Mister, can we have our ball back?" That's a funny scene. I love that scene in the movie, of course. I haven't seen the movie twice in cinema once, of course. And John's like, you see, Polker in the. I think he was engaged. It's like, and Polker, no, you're not. Oh, look at them. They're on. They look like they just came off. They look like they're showing at the train. This? It was a lot of. I don't know. It was a budget to get on the film on a train back in 1964. Paul was like, Now, of course, we have a nice on the train. Oh, they're smoking. Don't smoke, people. We have a Paul talking to someone, and we have Paul talking to a lady. Like when you have a newspaper. I'll show you. Let's show the first one. Ooh, we got a newspaper. We got a movie ticket to go see it. Of course, this is at the Port Theater, Corona Dean, California. This ticket's only good for the first showing Wednesday afternoon at 2:30 p.m. That's interesting. 2:30 p.m. Starts at 2:30 and by 4. Of course, we have them at the 8:30 premiere, like the London premiere. There was a Beatles ticket. We have them at the premiere. They have the UK poster, the Egyptian soundtrack from, and the United Art, the Capital Records United Artists version. You know why? United Artists wanted to make a movie with them for all the years. Some other pictures, like a lot of pictures during the film. I don't show all of them all, of course, that would take too long. We have them on the train. Now we have them in more newspapers. We have some fans going to go oh my god, a lot of girls are fainting. They're purchasing ticket and lining up to go see Hard Day's 9 back in 1964. This was at the first one was at Ottawa. That's the famous one, I know. That's in the Toronto Library Archives. We see like one like a sitting in the chair, and one girl that's fainted. 60s back then. You see Wingo eating a banana. I don't like banana, guys. There's Paul Grin in front of a girl. The Beatles are outside the hotel. They don't know. Paul and a girl. He was dating Jane Asher. Uh-oh. You see John at the nightclub still. They're doing the thing, I believe. All My Loving. And wait a minute, there's a microphone. That's a microphone. I never seen a microphone in the film. Next up is the, of course, iconic bathtub scene from the film we know and love today. John's such a goofball in that scene, hands down. They're at the TV scene. They are doing the press conference. Which are talking to him. They just sing "If I Fell," the greatest love song in the movie. It's been a hard day summer. I saw her staring there. I want to hold your hand. Rhythm people saying no. If you want to follow me on Instagram for more Beatles Hardest Night live streams, Instagram me. Get some more pictures. John, he was the only mere Beatle at the time of the film. Showtime, they like, the Beatles make a movie about the Beatles. I believe they had a Showtime at 6:30 in the 60s. I'm going to find a ticket. I'll find out. I'll share my screen to show you guys. I found it. That was quick. The Live magazine. You know, in this scene, I'm going to tell you guys, Mel Evans, the Beatles roadie in real life, is in the film. Of course, they're at George solo scene and I love her scene. Oh, John doing something very inappropriate. Paul is doing this. I don't know why. Of course, Paul, George getting his hair done. They're doing the how many just a dance with you scene. Actually, here's their Paul. What was it again? Sue Chuckler's first girlfriend at the time, and he died from a brain hemorrhage in 1962. When he got on his solo scene, Paul wasn't going to have a solo scene, and never going to happen. You know why? His scene got deleted. We have more. We see where they're like, "Where's the ring? Where's the Ringo?" He's maybe parading. You see Paul Graham with photograph. That's a good photograph. That was used for tickets in '64. There we go. There's some more pictures. There's his autograph. That was a picture from the '82 Wee Willies lobby car. There's a person in the there's a picture from the that I used for the '60s summer series, the fall year from August 24th, 2020, 21st, 2022 at 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. I went to the 4 p.m. matinee showing. Some people waiting in line to go to the Odeon. I'll show you the second in a minute. When it hits 6:30, I'll show it. More newspaper. More pictures. The group. The Borzinski loves you. The helicopter goes off. The 50th anniversary restoration poster. The 81 Wee Willies early poster. We will have an 88 Frank, Paul's grandfather, and the U.S. poster. And that's the end. Now, I'll show you a ticket. And you're just in 3, 2, 1. Here it is. Got a ticket to go see it. Wednesday, August 12th, The Beatles starring their first full-length, A Hard Day's Night. This video is going to say, Georgia, is not my. What time is this movie at? Does it say? Special preview. Oh, 6:30 p.m. That's early. I don't know why they did 6:30 p.m. showings. I don't know why they did a preview, probably. Maybe. You guys, so before we end the stream, of course, I will look what time it starts and ends at. 6:30. 8:17 p.m. ends. The movie will end. Well, that's late. Before we end the stream, of course, I would do one of the poster faces from the 82 We Village poster. I'm gonna do it. You guys ready? I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna open a new tab, of course, and I'm gonna read this showtimes after. We're gonna read the trivia. Okay, let's do all four. Let's do all the Beatles together, and I would do John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Let's do John. Here's Paul. Here's George. Here's Ringo. There's the. Oh, here's the. Look at it. Try to answer the Hard Day's Night trivia question. Stop and listening, and all listening to fill up answers. What's the WYZMM for these? You could be a prize. You could be a grand prize winner. Maybe you can get tickets to see it at the Beatles Bar at over 1,000 all at theater. Here's all the show times: 12:30, 2:10, 3:50, 5:30, 7:10, 8:55 p.m., 10:45 p.m. That is late. That's not like for an adult movie. I will send you guys a link to, of course, my Instagram. You know why? Yeah, just follow me. You can follow me on Instagram. I could post. And that's a big announcement soon. Of course, I have another video premiere soon again. Like this is a few years ago. I'm premiering on November 10th, 2025. The Polar Express movie for its 21st anniversary on November 10th, 2025. Of course, I'll be back. I'll be probably live during this reaction. I'll probably do a live stream. I'm gonna do a live stream. I probably start maybe my live maybe 6:45. We could just hang out, do some live chat, and the video starts 7:15 p.m. of course, and I'll be there at 7:15. I'll probably be here on the stream. I'll do a miner set. I will fine. I need to mine. No fine. I will be here, of course, on this live stream. Of course, you guys could see the video, or you guys on this video. It's going to be amazing, of course. And have a good day. Peace out and watch A Hard Day's Night. Ding! It's been a hard day's night. Oh, I showed the newspapers for. Oops. Sorry about that. First up, we have this is a U.S. ad, of course. It says, children owed a 50 cents. Interesting. Next up, the 1999 U.S. poster. 1999 week, I'm showing. Showtimes in Toronto for the 99 release. The drive-in experience back in 1964. It played here in Toronto again. And the 1982 Beatles at York. Before I end the scene, of course, I have some very interesting stuff to tell you about this. I had a great day at school, of course. I'm a little bit upset about TCM. I'll show you guys in a minute, of course, when I put all my newspapers. Look. Look what they showed today on TCM. A Hard Day's Night at 1:15 in the morning. I don't know why. That's interesting. I wish I didn't stay up for that. If it comes back on TCM, tell me and send me a link and I'll come watch it. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh my, we're on 21 minutes stream. Started at 6:15. That's a long time ago. Bye.